Hey folks, how's everybody doing? I hope this this message finds everyone in great health and doing well. Um, I was asked, what my current status is now that it's been almost 2 years. We're approaching the 2 year mark since my cancer surgery, and well, it's for prostate cancer in specific. So I figured I would do a video update, and that might help somebody. It may or may not. Um, I'm not sure exactly how detailed I want to get into things, so I will tell you right now that it's a possibility that it may get kind of detailed. I'm going to try to keep it light, but some of the topics of the struggle, might be a little challenging for some people. So if that might be you, it's okay if you stop watching. That's fine. It just means it wasn't for you. So again, it's been about 2 years now since my surgery for prostate cancer, and I can tell you it has been a struggle. There's been lots of challenges along the way. There's been challenges with my physical state, my mental state, my spiritual state. There's been just ups and downs, peaks and valleys, highs and lows. But guess what? I'm still standing. I'm still making my way through the struggle. I think the biggest challenge for me is I wish that the physicians would have been more forthcoming on what the struggle looks like on the backside of the surgery. Initially it's like, hey, it might be 3 months and you should be back to like a pretty normal state. And I'm almost at the 2 year mark, and I'm just at the point where I'm making some what I feel is some decent progress. I've done tens of thousands of Kegels, which is what they want you to do. I don't have a number in front of me right now, but I can assure you it's been tens of thousands because I do track it on the app. And I don't know if that's been helping or not. It's been an exercise that I've been keeping up because they told me I need to do it. I've been to physical therapy. That didn't help. I've just done all kinds of things to try to stay positive and move my body along. And the biggest thing I think it takes is patience and time and just reliance on a good place mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I can so if I cover the different states, physical state, when I started out after the surgery, I was the incontinence, the leakage, the urinary incontinence was horrific. Just out of the gate, I had to wear a Depends like pull up underwear kind of a thing. And then inside of that, I had to wear these big bulky incontinence pads, leakage pads for men. And I probably, if I look at my records, I was going through like 9 or 10 of those pads a day, along with the Depends, and that was just horrible. It's like anything I ate or drank, the liquid would just come right through. It would pass right through. Nothing stopping it. It just was it was horrible, 24/7. Um, but through continued patience, I think working at it, trying to relearn how to control my bladder and things of that nature, I can say that as of right now, 2 years later, and this probably happened about maybe 2 months ago. I'm down to maybe a month ago, actually, about 4 to 6 weeks ago. I'm down to one pad a day, a thin pad that I can wear one pad in 24 hours. I change it every 24 hours, and it's not like overbearingly saturated or anything like that. Depending, how much activity I have during the day, I may put on a thicker pad just to, better safe than sorry, sort of a thing where I don't want to take a chance and leaking through my clothes. Because I'll tell you, I've had accidents, been out with my family, maybe even just cutting the grass, and all of a sudden I look down and my pants are wet. Because sometimes the leakage comes and you just don't know. And, that's how bad it is. But that is getting better. I'm feeling much better about that. It's still a drag. You kind of have feel like a baby again, where you got to revert to learning how to use your bladder and doing things in a way that you can predict and control, and get into the bathroom more and things of that nature, so that you can control it. And then the other side of that, so I'm hoping for progress to continue on that where I won't have to have a pad at all. I'm just beseeching the Lord for that. This is such a drag. The other part that they don't really let you know about is the ED, the erectile dysfunction that comes along with it. They say, oh, well, they give you exercises to do. They give you a pump that you have to use to help keep the blood flowing in that area. They give you low dose Viagra that you have to take to try to keep the blood circulating in that area. And for me, none of it worked. It just didn't work. Um, you know, that area was like a dead zone. It just nothing. That's the most polite way that I can put it. And it was such a drag. Again, this is probably one of those things that people don't want to hear, but I've been married about we're going on 19 years now. And so you have to think, not to put too much business out there, but being intimate, an average of twice a week for, at that time, almost 17 years. And then all of a sudden you can't perform at all. You can't get an erection at all. It's not happening. You have the mental signals where you think something is happening, then you look down and it's just a dead zone, nothing. So, higher doses of Viagra didn't help. Additional exercises didn't help. The urologist prescribed this injection that you have to inject into the penis called trimix. And that did work. It gives you an erection. It's like Viagra directly injected into the penis area. However, the erection doesn't come down immediately. For me, it took between 3 and 5 hours for it to come down, and nobody wants to have an erection that long. I don't care who you are. It's painful. You gotta ice it. You have to take um uh Sudafed to try to help bring it down. It's just a whole drag. So I couldn't keep that. I just no, I can't do that anymore. The only alternative now is for me to continue with the pump exercises. And then there's some, like, as they say, prosthetics that they can implant, but I'm not willing for them to cut on me again. I don't want the implants. I'm not doing that. I'm not trusting them doctors again in that area. No. So I'm gonna keep on with that struggle. Another challenge that I've had since the surgery is a battle with my blood sugar. It's just been up and down, and I think I'm in a steady place right now. I just got to keep that fight up. That's a daily struggle. Exercise, eat the right things, do the right things, and I think I can keep it under control. So that was physical state. Mental state, I've been fighting, and I honestly can assess it and actually say it now. I've been fighting depression majorly. Um, it's it's been a mental struggle. It's been really, really hard. It's hard to, be in a place where you physically fit, where feel like you're in good health, you're in a good place in life, and then boom, all of a sudden this comes out of nowhere, and you got to rebuild. You gotta walk back through the steps. This process definitely makes you feel like you're not a man anymore. It tests your manhood, and it's not a good place to be. I've been struggling with depression majorly. And I think the thing that's been keeping me on an even keel is my wife is like 1,000% supportive. When she sees me in a place, and I don't have to say anything, we've never actually really talked about it in any great extent, but when she sees me in a low place, she just has a way to get me into a higher place without fail every single time. And there's no way that I can ever repay her or do anything to show my gratitude for that, except just to let her know I love her and I thank her for that. And then it's my daughters who I just love immensely. There's been a lot of times where I've just been in a low place and I don't know that it's happening sometimes. And then my daughter Courtney will call, or Lisa will call, Shane will call, and put the baby on the phone as well. And it's just the people around you are important. Um, and then it's so I'm working through that with my prayers and reading scriptures and just all the things that deal with having a positive church life. Those things are really, really important. And speaking of church life, it's my spiritual state. I'm still trusting in the Lord. I'm still holding on, to the belief that the Lord is going to pull me through this in His own time and in His own way. Every time I get it might be months, and then I get a small improvement, and I just thank you, Lord, because I got something else to latch on to. So I'm gonna stay in the fight and just try to keep going. Um, but one of the things that I realized is that um, what helped me and also probably was a consequence of the depression, is I had to shut some things down. I had to pull away from some things. I had to pull away from some people. I had to pull away from some activities. Like as an example, I was a member on a local school board, and I really enjoyed being that. But it was something that was, on the days when I needed to go, it was mentally taxing because of what I was going through with the cancer recovery. So I had to resign my position there. And it's something that maybe one day I hope they might accept me back. But at the time, I think it was the right decision. There's been things at my church that I've had to pull away from and stop doing because it was just too overwhelming to me while I was going through the recovery. And while some people were supportive, there's others I've heard little, comments, and it's fine. It is what it is, about how I'm not helping or doing the things that I used to do. But guess what? You know, God will still make a way for the church to function. Um, and then as of late, with my studying and just my meditating on the Word and things of that, I've just been in a flurry of sermon preparation. I just have a lot of sermons that the Lord has been giving me, and while some of them are complete, some of them are in various stages of completion. So that's been giving me something to focus on that's positive. Um, but sometimes you got to take care of yourself. The world is not going to do it for you. People going to want things from you, and you got to know when it's time to say no to things. So I had to do it, and I'm fine with it. I had no regrets about telling people no or stopping this or not doing that. If it's something I think is going to stress me out, my peace is more important. So I'm going to say no, and the chips going to fall where the chips fall, and I'm not going to have any regrets. Um, so that's kind of a status of what's happening. I'm still in the fight. I'm still moving forward. I don't know if this video is helping anybody or causing anyone any strife. That's not my intention. It's just to let you know where things are. And like I said, some folks asked if I would give an update, and I'm doing that. And I just hope that the Lord is with you all, that you are all walking with your heads held high. Just know that life sometimes is a struggle, but the biggest struggle of it is not getting out of the fight. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't listen to the naysayers. Sometimes you have to back off of things and do what's right for you and really protect your physical state, your mental state, your spiritual state. Keep that connection with your family strong. Keep that connection with the Lord strong, and you will pull through. So God bless you all. I didn't want to keep this video long. I just wanted to give you an update, and I just wish that the Lord blesses you all, and just ask that you take care. God bless you, and bye for now. I may make another update in the future. It depends on if people ask or not. But as for right now, this is probably the last video. So take care. God bless you. Bye.